Hi, I am Mandy of Madcow Designs. It is July 11th, 2023, and I'm not home. I'm in Florida. So, last minute, my husband needed to go to Florida for work, and I joined him for the ride, quite literally for the ride, because it is a 7-hour drive. But we did have to swing by my parents and drop Pepper Ann off for a week of camp with them. So that actually became an 8.5-hour drive. But we are here, crashed and slept last night, and I am up working on my sock now. So this is my sock week socks. I am trying to get the pair made for the week. Let's see, today is Tuesday, which is day 3 of sock week, and my goal for the day is to get the heels in. If I can get the heels in, I will be on track. If I could get extra done, that would be great, because I am quickly losing control of this week and falling behind. I have no idea what I'm gonna do here in Florida. He is going to be working most of the days, and then we'll have afternoons to go out for dinner. Walk on the beach. I don't know. I do have Family Feud with Nitty Natty on Thursday night, which I'll be doing from a hotel room in Florida. What? This is absolute madness. So I will attempt to record a vlog this week and kind of share what I end up doing here. I have no idea, but I have plenty of knitting to keep me company. There is a yarn store in Destin, which is not too far from me. Maybe I can make it to a yarn store. Stay tuned. Hey, it is the end of Tuesday and I met my goal. I have 2 heels. So I have just a couple of rounds past each of them, and it's about 11 o'clock, I think it's about 11 p.m. I will sit here and knit on them for a little while longer, try to get ahead, and then I'm going to bed because I have to be up early in the morning. I'm not really sure what all I'm gonna do tomorrow. Saw some cute little shops down the road that I could walk to while my husband is working. Might do that. And today we did make it to the beach. He was able to get done with work early enough that we drove over to Okaloosa. Nope, Okaloosa. So sorry. Drove just over the water to that island, and we walked on the beach for a little bit. It was really pleasant. We went to the Shack for dinner, had a crab cake sandwich. It was pretty good. But their fries, oh my god, their fries, that's where the money is. I'd go back just for the fries. Yeah, and then we decided to sit on a park bench by the water and just kind of hang out, sit for a minute, and someone across the water started shooting fireworks. It was beautiful. The things that we just happen upon when we travel, it's fun. So we had a great first day actually being here and being able to go out. I still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have 3 days left. Who knows what I'll get into. See y'all then. Bye. Hey, it is Wednesday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, and I am just getting back to the room and settling in to eat my leftovers from yesterday. Yesterday we had Thai food and I had leftovers. We have a fridge in a microwave, so I kept them, and that was my lunch today. I worked up quite the appetite because I got up around 7:30 this morning to have breakfast with my husband, and then he left for work, and about 9:30 I left the hotel and just started walking. I saw a flea market down the road and I wanted to go there, so I did, and oh my god, the place was huge. I lost an hour and a half in there, I think. I was in there a while. I did purchase some art that I will have to put in a photo of for you because it's all wrapped up and pretty. It is hand-painted tiles, and I mean, they're like 3D and textured and just really, really pretty. So that is going to go home with me and be added to our collection. We have a collection of art. We're like building an art gallery in our house because every time we go somewhere we end up buying local art, and I'm not mad. I'm loving it. It is such an eclectic and beautiful collection. So I went there, and then I went to the city of Fort Walton Beach Heritage Park and Cultural Center. Yeah. There's an Indian temple mound and a museum, so I got to see that, go through the whole museum, which was great because it was air conditioned. But it ended up being very interesting. I found a drop spindle in their case, of course, and I saw carders later on in the museum, you know, for carding fiber. So that was kind of fun to see. And yeah, let's see. Then I went through the old schoolhouse and post office. It was all interesting and fun, and again, I left the hotel at 9:30 this morning and didn't get back until about 2. So that was quite the day. I just wandered. My husband has the car, so I just wandered. Off I went. I had a general direction because I wanted to go to the flea market, and yeah. Anyways, while I was drinking my coffee this morning, I worked on my socks. So I was here, and I got about 20 rounds in this one, and I don't know, like 14 in this one. I am going to sit back down and continue working on these now, and I'll listen to my book club book because that is due on Saturday. And I'm going to be traveling on Saturday, so I don't even know if I'll get to participate in the talk, because if I look at my phone too much, I'll get car sick. We'll see what Saturday brings, but I'm going to listen to my book and knit until I fall asleep, because a nap is inevitable. It's coming. And I guess hopefully this thunderstorm lets up. The AC kicked back on. It runs constantly. It's thundering and a little bit of rain at the moment. Hopefully when my husband gets home, it'll be nicer weather and we can go out and do something else. Hey, it is Thursday. Had a pretty calm, relaxing day. It rained. Like thunder, lightning, pouring rain for a good chunk of the day. And then the sun just never came out after that. So for the most part, I stayed at the hotel and just made my hair do something wonky there. Okay. Most part I stayed at the hotel all day. I went to the grocery store, picked us up some more water because the tap water here isn't real great. Today was Family Feud. So I've been a little bit nervous. I think I may have mentioned that to y'all. It went great. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was talking and very sociable, and it was great. They asked questions, and for the most part, I didn't blank. I was doing pretty good. I was remembering answers when people asked questions. That's hard for me. Most of the time, I just completely go blank, and, you could ask me what my name is, and I'm just like, I don't know. So, I did good. We had a lot of fun. There was no, winning to the game. We were all just playing to have fun. And while we were playing, I was working on my Sock Week sock. All of this was during Family Feud. Yeah. So, that is also all of the work that I got done today. Yeah, but Mandy, you stayed home. You didn't go anywhere today. Shouldn't you have been knitting? Yes, and I was knitting, but not on these. So, this has made it nowhere since yesterday. This one, on the other hand, has a few more rounds, and I can switch over to the toe color. That might happen tonight. I'm a little behind schedule of where I wanted to be, but I think I can still make it by Sunday. I think I can. And here comes the air again. Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all, because it just runs constantly and it's driving me insane. I don't like those kind of noises. Again, it's Thursday, which means that Stephen West dropped the second part to his surprise sock-along, and I've been working on that. So I'm going to show the yarn before I show the sock. These are my yarns. This is Southern Skeins Trick or Treat and Fangirl Fibers 1,000 Yellow Daisies. My husband picked them, and they have been working great. Love the colors together so much more than I expected to. I am now going to show my sock. If you don't want any spoilers, skip to the next chapter. Oh my god. Okay. So, I managed to do all of the woven strips. I think it's called woven strips. Part of the pattern. Really cool. Really pretty. Not really fun to actually knit because those are all pearls. It's a lot of purling. And this is my heel flap. It's so tiny. That's just as far as I made it today, and I'm going to try and work on my Sock Week sock instead of this because, well, this isn't due until Thursday. This is due on Sunday. Intelligent person would work on this. I want to work on this. I'm far enough along now that I won't see spoilers. Like, if I see somebody else's sock, I already know what the design looks like, so it's good. I'm fine. I will pick this back up later at some point. So, let's talk about math real quick. Don't trust me to do math. I didn't even do the math. In my defense, I did not even do the math to begin with. So, I told y'all that I have 3 sets of Hiya flyers that I will be using, and that 2 of them will be on my sock week socks, and the 3rd one would go on one Stephen West sock. Well, Stephen West, at the end of the little video, because I've been watching his tutorials and they're absolutely wonderful. The end of his tutorial, he said that he recommends having another set of needles or something so that you can do the second sock in tandem if you want to. And you know, I guess if you really wanted to, you could put them on hold and then pick them back up. So I went and found these tiny little DPNs, and they're 0.25 less, like 0.25 millimeters smaller than what I actually knit with. So I had one sock on hold while I worked on the other one, and I was switching back and forth. Y'all, you get 3 needles in a set. 3 needles times 3 sets is 9 needles. Well, the sock only holds 2 at a time. You use the 3rd one to do the working with. 4 socks is 8 needles and 1 to work with. Dum dum. So now all 4 socks are permanently on the needles that they're supposed to be on, and I have a working needle that I am trying desperately to lose. I have one, and it goes back and forth between my projects. This poor little guy, he is working on 4 socks. So yeah, I think that's everything. I keep finding yarn in weird places because I don't have to put away my yarn on vacation. Y'all, there's yarn over on my nightstand, there's yarn on this table, there's yarn on the sofa, because we have a sofa in our room. Like, that's nice. There's just yarn everywhere because a cat is not gonna get it and eat it. What? It's fantastic. I told my husband, I was like, the best part of vacation is I can just leave yarn anywhere I like. Okay, I feel a little wound up for a Thursday night. We had ramen for dinner. We went and found a taco truck for lunch and a Thai ramen place for dinner. And none of us finished our ramen, so we asked for a to-go box, and I don't really know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting the big gulp styrofoam cup that they gave me. So I have this massive, we have 2 of them, because me and my husband, neither one finished. We have these massive big gulp, like, it even has a lid that says Diet Coke Other with a straw hole in it, in our mini fridge with leftovers. So yeah, food here has been absolutely wonderful. I am loving it. And I think tomorrow I will have a vehicle and I'm gonna go to a yarn store. We'll see. Okay. I feel like 9 minutes is way too long to have rambled about one day. But it was a really good day. You know, for the fact that I just kind of chilled around in a hotel room most of the day because it was gross outside, I had an absolute blast. Family Feud was great. I would do it again if asked. Like, it was fantastic. So, I hope y'all are enjoying my vacation so far. Oh, I did forget to mention that I had some videos from yesterday when I went to the museum. And if you think the angles are a little weird, yeah, they are. I went to a museum alone. I had to just randomly prop my phone up in different places to try and get those videos. So, if they look a little weird, that's why. I already know they look weird. I saw them. Best I could do. Well, let's see what kind of shenanigans I get into tomorrow. I should have gone to bed, but I put a toe in instead. This sock is finished, so I have not woven in my ends yet, but I'll do that tomorrow after I've had some sleep. So, my first sock is done. Good night. Happy Friday! My husband bumped a ride with somebody else to work today, which means that I had the truck. I drove to the Destin yarn shop. That was the only goal for today. It's the only thing on my list today. So, I'm so excited. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. Okay. First thing that I picked up there. Shirsty Cat. Y'all have heard so much about this from Aquila, a Lefty Knitter, and her husband, Johnny Bow. They are huge fans. I had to check it out. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I had a hard time picking out which one I wanted because they were all so pretty. This one came home with me. It is just socks, 75/25 superwash merino and nylon, and electric lights. I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay. Then next to that was Ancient Arts. I've seen this brand around, so sure, let's give it a try. It is an 80/20 superwash fine merino and nylon called Sharknado. How suiting is that? So yeah, between the colors looking kind of beachy in my opinion, you know, we got some tans and greens and blues, like a little sunset action happening over here. I thought it was great, and it's called Sharknado. Oh yeah, that one came home with me. And I picked up some Regia. So this is, I've worked with this once before. It's fine. It's a commercial kind of workhorse yarn. The color got me. The lady at the yarn store said, "Oh, you're gonna have tiger stripes." I was like, "No, I'm gonna have Halloween stripes. This is Halloween." So, this is for my mom. It's a 50-gram ball. I thought it was 100, and then I realized it's 50. So I'll probably only get one pair of socks out of it, but I mean, come on. Yeah, it's Halloween socks. Okay. Y'all, I had a blast, okay? Look at that. Again, this kind of beachy colors, not usually something I would go for, but oh, it is Bamboo Pop Sock. So it is 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, and 8% PBT. I'm assuming that is some form of plastic. So it is going to make the softest socks ever. I am really excited to work with this and see how it goes. Because I mean, it's so soft. And it's from Universal Yarn. You can buy that online. I know you can't, well, pretty sure you can buy all these online, but I could probably go find more colors of this. And at that price, yeah, I will. Okay. Very last thing that I picked up. I've knit a few socks now. So I thought that I would try again to magic loop. But if I'm going to try magic loop again, I am going to have the correct equipment. So here is my Chowgu red lace 24-inch in 2.5 millimeter, 1.5 US. I will try. We'll see how it goes. considering that this is already wound, maybe. Like, I don't have two socks sitting right next to me that need attention. Anyways, that was my yarn haul. I did get a little footage of the shop for y'all to see. It was so cute. It was welcoming. It was inviting. The owner, Carol, amazing. She was hilarious. The longer I stood there and talked to her, the more personality came out, and she's hilarious. By the time I left, she had her iPad out and was showing me pictures of her property that she bought. Like, it's a beautiful property. Definitely not what I was expecting for something in Florida. It's gorgeous. She was so excited about it. You could just tell. And we had a grand old time. I sat down and I knit on a sock for a while, and we chatted while she was winding up yarn. Like, it was great. I had a wonderful experience at the yarn store. It's Destin Yarn Shop. That's the name of it. So definitely recommend, if you're ever in the Destin area, to go there. It's worth it. There's so much yarn. Okay, so that was the main thing of the day. Now, I think my husband might be getting off work a little early today. This is his last day of work here. So we're gonna try to hit up the beach. I think the storm moved out. It was pouring down rain on my drive this morning. My husband is texting me. He wants to know if we had decaf coffee this morning. He must be falling asleep. I'm on a yarn high, so I don't know. Maybe it was decaf, maybe not. Yarn! It was pouring down rain on my drive. So it was raining so hard I had the wipers going at full speed and could barely see the lines on the road in front of me. And it was just tons of traffic. There's traffic everywhere you go here. I think the storm has possibly moved on, so when he gets off work, we can put on bathing suits and go to the beach. Not just, take a quick little stroll in our flip-flops. Like, we can actually go to the beach, sit, and relax for a little bit. Maybe take a book. Maybe take some yarn. Yarn, book. Yarn, book. Yarn. Okay, I will check in with y'all again later. Tomorrow we go home. Tomorrow is the 7-hour drive back home. I'm not ready. We made it to the beach. Yeah, I went into the water. Well, we both went into the water. For me, it was about shoulder height. So for him, it was like, I don't know, mid-chest. He's 11 inches taller than I am, and I am 5'2". So it came up to my shoulders, and we kind of floated and bobbed and rode a few waves and briefly went for a walk. It was rather uncomfortable when you're damp. So we should have walked and then got in the water, but it's fine. We went in the ocean. We had fun. Now we're getting cleaned up so that we can have dinner and head out tomorrow. But real quick, I wanted to talk to you about the delusion that knitters have. So, before we went to the beach, I checked my sock. This is my sock week sock. It's so close to a toe. So I was like, I can't take this with me to the ocean. Like, it's going to be 2-3 rows and then time for a toe. No, I can't take my Stephen West sock with me because it's on a heel flap. So, I cast on a new sock, completely ignoring the sock that is over there in my suitcase as a backup sock in case I finish all these socks that I was already working on. So yeah, I took this to the ocean, and then I got wet and I got sandy, and I never touched this. Like, really? You don't, if you're just going for a quick dip and a walk, you don't need to take your knitting. But I'm a knitter and I needed my emotional support yarn with me. So I've officially started my beach socks. I have to come up with a good name for these. So I will see y'all probably when I get home. Bye. Hi, it is Sunday night, evening. It's 8 p.m. We're home. We had a very, very long trip back. Oh my God, the traffic. We took the shorter route, the faster route back, and it should have been 7 hours. It was way more than that. We hit so much traffic in like Mobile, Alabama area, and we decided to stop at the Buc-ee's again. So we had stopped at Buc-ee's on our way in. It's near Gulf Shores. Not exactly sure where, but there were signs for Gulf Shores there. We had stopped there on Monday on our way in, and it was great. We loved it. It had a lot of people there, but it was really cool. So we needed another pee break, and we decided to stop there on Saturday. For the love of God, don't stop there on a Saturday. Everyone was there. They had orange cones through the parking lot, people out in vests directing traffic. It was insane. You were just like shoulder to shoulder with people trying to get to the bathroom. Once I got in the bathroom, I kid you not, there was a lady in a fluorescent vest directing you on where to go like what stall to go to in the bathroom. Genius. But that just tells you there are far too many people there. I gotta give them credit. They handled the traffic really, really well. It was just way too much for me. Literally, my husband grabbed a coffee, I grabbed a soda, and we hightailed it out of there as quickly as we could. And I think it still took us almost an hour because of traffic getting in and out of the parking lot. Don't do it. So yeah, that was terrible. The traffic in Mobile was bad. And then there is a stretch, and we knew this from living in Mississippi, rural Mississippi. There's nothing there. There is nowhere to stop and use the bathroom, anything like that. So basically from Mobile to Hattiesburg, there's nothing. And we found a couple of places because we needed to use the bathroom again. Coffee, soda, gotta go. We stopped at 3 different places before we found an open restroom. One was out of service. I think 2 was out of service. Somebody stopped me in the parking lot and told me don't even bother going in. They don't have restrooms. The 3rd one said no public restroom. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. So getting home was tiresome. I didn't bother to check in with y'all on Saturday. So yeah, Sunday I have oodles of laundry going, and my finished socks. They are so pretty. I will show these again on the official weekly podcast on Thursday, but they're done. I do need to get photos of them put up today because today's the last day of sock week. I've come back inspired. I did so much shopping while I was on the trip, not just what y'all saw of the yarn that I bought, but I also did a lot of Amazon shopping, and the person taking care of our house, thank you very much for bringing in all of my mail. Y'all, I had so much mail. So, sneak peek, I am feeling all the spookiness right now. I have stitch markers that are coming to the shop. It's not like official yet. I need a few more parts before I can list these in the shop, but just for y'all, sneak peek. And for my market, oh my god, he's so soft and squishy. Oh, and I have some little glow ones, not like little, but you know, little glow ghost that I've been working on as well that are not white. Next week you'll see. Spoilers. Yeah, working on editing the video. Needed something to close out the video with, and I lost half of my video editing because our power went out. Like, it just started thunderstorming and we had 17-mile-per-hour winds in our front yard. That's where our weather station is. It's in the front yard. 17 miles per hour. Yeah. We lost power for about an hour, and I lost a section of the video that I had already edited because I didn't hit save. But we're good. It's edited. Should be uploaded tonight-ish. And yeah, this was a fun vacation and vlogging with y'all. I hope you enjoyed it, and who knows, maybe next time I go on an adventure we can do this again. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will be back on Thursday. Bye. So, lost train of that thought, didn't I? Toot toot. Huh,